Hello everyone, I am Sajaz, your pharmacist, and you are watching Pharma Inform. Today we are going to discuss a very important video, which is equipment capacity calculation. Basically, this video is already present on our channel, but it is in Urdu language, so I am converting it into the English language. The equipment capacity calculation is a very important concept because most of the people working in pharmaceutical industries are not familiar with the concept that when we talk about the equipment capacity, we usually take it into the kilograms, which is a wrong practice because equipments like double cone blender, bin blender, bowl of high shear or high shear mixer or rapid mixing granulator, these equipments capacity is never taken into the kilograms. The capacity is always mentioned or taken into the liters. The concept behind this idea is that because if we take the capacity in kilograms, suppose we have a double cone blender and we say that its capacity is 500 kg, mean we are limiting our concept regarding 500 kg. Anyone will understand from this concept that we can only add 500 kg material into this double cone blender, but in reality different products have different bulk densities, and according to the bulk density the mixing volume will be the different. If we take the example of sand, 500 kg sand will be very heavier, and if we take the example of aerosol or colloidal silicon dioxide, 500 kg capacity quantity means it may fill a big room. Mean if we limit our concept with kilograms, then this concept will be the wrong because we are not able to add 500 kg of aerosol in the double cone blender, regarding which we are claiming that its capacity is 500 kilogram. So that is why we always take the equipment capacity in liters. So by converting these liters using bulk density, we calculate our equipment capacity. So how we calculate equipment capacity? Suppose we have a bowl of high shear and we want to calculate its capacity, or suppose we have a double cone blender and we want to calculate its capacity in liters. The first step will be the addition of water into these blenders. Mean first of all we will determine or find out that how much quantity of water is filled in these blenders. We will take water in these blenders till the brim full. Mean we will close lower lid and add water into it and fill it till the brimful volume or brimful capacity. Suppose it is 800 liters. So when we will talk about the capacity of this double cone blender, we will say that its capacity is 800 liters, not in kilograms, it's in liters. So whenever we want to mix any material into this blender, simply we will calculate the bulk density of that material and then we will multiply bulk density of that material with these liters, and our answer will be the quantity which we can calculate depending upon we are using 70% of the capacity or we are using 80% of the capacity, because brimful mean up till the neck or up till the upper margin of the mixer, and as you know that we left some space for the mixing of the material as the mixer or blender rotates. So usually we take 70% or 75% of the filled volume when we are using it for mixing of any powders or granules, and 30 to 25% space is left for the accurate and precise mixing. So if we want to mix two materials, material A and material B, the concept will be clear here, so watch the video complete, because after discussing this practical example you will be able to get the point. So we have two materials, one is material A and one is material B, both having different bulk densities. Material A bulk density is 0.8 gram per ml and material B is equal to 0.5 grams per ml bulk density. So we want to use this blender for these two materials, and we want to calculate that how much batch size we can add into this blender having capacity 800 liters. So for material A, simply multiply 800 liters into 0.8 and answer will be the 800 into 0.8, answer is 640 kilograms. Mean in this blender we can add 640 kilograms of material A till the brim or till the upper margin of the lid. So as you know we take it 70%, so 70% of 640 kilograms is equal to 650 448 kg. So for material B, in the same way 800 into 0.5 is equal to 800 into 0.5, the answer is 400 kg, and if you take its 70%, so 70 divided by 100 into 400 is equal to 280 kg. Mean if we want to mix material A into this blender, we can mix up to 448 kilograms using its 70% capacity, and if we want to mix our material B having bulk density of 0.5, we can mix maximum of 280 kilograms by using its 70% capacity. Mean our material A is heavier and our material B is lighter than material A. So by using the capacity in liters, you have a clear idea before batch size enhancement or before taking any formulation for mixing in the blender, when we take its capacity in liters. If we take it in kilograms and we suppose its kilograms are fixed, so maybe we can mix material A, or sorry, we can mix material B, but for material A it will be not the sufficient. So always take the capacity of blenders into liters. So from liters you can easily calculate the required quantity easily. So the next question is that how we can calculate the quantity of water which is filled into the any blender. For this you can use flow meters. By using a transfer pipe attached with flow meter, you can easily calculate the volume of water filled into the blender. And if you have not a flow meter, simply you can add any measured container or calibrated container, suppose 50 kg container, and add into the blender and can count the number of containers added into the double cone blender. And it may be a hectic activity, so simply you can also calculate, use another method, which is you can take a container, suppose 25 liters, and add water into it and calculate the time for its filling. And from this calculation you can take the time required for filling of this blender, and from those values taken for the 25-liter container, a conversion value is used, and you can calculate capacity or water filled into the double cone blender. If you have not understand this concept regarding the time filling, time based volume measurement, you can ask or you can comment in the comment box. I will record a separate video for this calculation. Hope you are now familiar with the capacity calculation of the equipment, and if you have any confusion, do comment and like the video and share it to others, and subscribe our channel. Till the next video, Allah Hafiz.